Hey guys, I'm Emily and this is Brooks Family Farm. This video might be a little funky, but I thought I'd go ahead and turn the camera on. My kids are not feeling super good, but we did coordinate nap time, so they're both resting right now, which is so rare. But it's given me an opportunity to do something that I've been needing to do, and that is my seed inventory. I've ordered a lot of seeds at various times throughout the year and haven't really kept record. And I have some seeds left over from last year. Anyway, they've just all been collecting into this giant box. I started out with this organizer, but now they're just all in this box. But I'm going to dig it out and go through it, and I thought once I have it sorted through, I might kind of give you an idea of what I have. I know that I'm not going to plant everything that I have here for next year, but it'll give me a good idea to look and see what I am as I start to make my garden plan as we go a little bit into the winter here. I'll know what I have. If I have any gaps I still need to fill, you know, might be something else I need to order. But anyway, that's what I'm doing today. So this is something I didn't know before I started growing cut flowers to sell, but if you want to cut a sunflower, bring it into your home and enjoy it in a vase, you really need to have a pollenless variety. Most of the sunflowers that we grow produce pollen and create seeds, but that pollen will drop off and all over your table. So any of the sunflowers that I grow to sell are pollenless, but that leaves me with these packets of sunflowers that I bought from before. I didn't plant any of these last year. I only had pollenless in my garden, but some of these I've grown before and I really love. Autumn Beauty comes to mind here. Yeah. It's just a beautiful sunflower, and I like to have it. So this next year I'm going to sprinkle a few of these in throughout the garden. The birds like to eat the seeds, and they're just nice to have around. It's not all about what you can sell. Sometimes it's nice to have something pretty. This one I'm super excited about. We'll see how it turns out. In case you start to think that my love of growing things started with flowers, this is my box of vegetable seeds, and I've had this box since before I met Neil, so like 10 years. I've not had a successful garden every year. There's a lot of years that I didn't even plant a garden, but I've always tried to, I've always wanted to, and I always enjoy doing it. Anyway, some of these seeds are very old, some of them are new, but these are the veggies. I will sort those another day. So this is as far as I've gotten. I've got everything stacked up by type of seed. And we'll go from there. I just realized from this angle you can see my messy porch, but I'm not interested in moving everything. So here we are. This is my porch. So I haven't written anything down, and that's my goal, is to write these down, but I've just stacked everything together. And even just in doing that, I can see some areas where I probably don't need to order and some areas where I do. And I'm not going to go through varieties with you because I wanted this to be a short video. We'll go through that as we plant in the spring. But I have this stack of celosia, which for this year is fine. I see some missing varieties that I think, ooh, that'd be pretty. But I didn't grow celosia well this year, and I have like 5,000 seeds of a pampas plume mix, which would be plenty, let alone I have these other varieties. So plenty, plenty, plenty. Once I prove I can grow it, I'll get more for next year. I just have a few amaranth. Again, I haven't grown that either. So that may be an area I could order. I think I'm good on stock. These are new orders this year. I got 3. Oh, I said I wasn't going to go through varieties. Okay, keep it together. I may be good on stock. I have 250 each of 3 different pretty varieties, which is likely enough, but you know me. Or maybe you don't, but I like to order seeds and bulbs. Status, I remember earlier this like late summer I had a hard time getting the status that I wanted, so it looks like I've got blue and apricot, but I know I'll be looking for more colors of that as we go. 2 packs of Sweet Rocket, which grows wild here. It's a really pretty purple multi-floret bloom. It grows wild here. I used a bunch of it that was just in my backyard, but we're revamping the backyard, and so I can't count on that, and it was invaluable in filling out bouquets this spring, so I wanted to make sure I had some planted. It feels silly to plant a native almost weed in your garden, but I'm going to. This is something called, oh gosh, I'm going through varieties. I said I wasn't going to do that. Okay, quick. Apple of Peru, never grown it, looked pretty on the Floret website. Isn't that why we buy everything? Not really. Same with corn cockle, never grown it, looked pretty. I'll have to do some research this winter on how to grow it. Gumfrina, which is a good standby. I've got a few kind of opened packs, like a couple new packs. Probably need to fill out a little bit there with some ordering. I have never grown Scabiosa before in my life, and I have quite a few brand new packs. I've referenced the Facebook group Wholesale for the Small Scale Grower several times. Most of these came in a mix, and some of them just looked fun, so I bought them. So if you're looking to spend a bunch of money and you have at all an interest in flowers, I would join that group. So hey, maybe I'll like Scabiosa, maybe I won't, I don't know. I've got a few Cosmos here. I don't see just a plain single white, which I want, so I'll probably look for that. I also have Salvia. Never grown it, but I've got a few different. Don't know if we'll go for that this year. Same with Jewels of Opar. What is that? I don't know what that is, but like the picture is pretty. Maybe I'll look into it. Bachelor's Button. I loved these. They were invaluable. They're kind of a mess, so I get why a lot of people don't like them, but I liked the white a lot. And I loved the black. This is an opened pack from last year that's black. I need more. That's not going to be nearly enough. Chives. You saw my veggie box. Get a lot of veggie crossovers here. I really like chives, these little purple chive flowers. I've used them in bouquets. I think they're super cute. They're perennial in my area too, so I have a couple going that might come back. But I've got so many packets. The purple ones, and then these Chinese chives have actually never grown, but they're supposed to have a white flower. I don't know how tall they get. We'll find out. I have Chinese forget-me-not, which I grew and killed, so maybe try those again. I have a little bitty pack of yarrow. I love yarrow. I'm gonna want more of this. Obviously I have the common white yarrow in abundance, but the colors are fun. My lettuces stack. Obviously I have tons of lettuce in my veggie box, but this, I grew this one this year. I don't know how you pronounce that. Mizuna is what I'll call it. I don't know. It's cute. It's cute in bouquets. And then I put this red kale in here. I don't think it gets tall enough for me to use. In fact, veggie box. Okay. These are just a random sage seed that I got from Jake's Facebook group. So I don't know what kind of sage. It says sage. That white prairie sage I love. I'll probably look for some more of that I have in the garden. I'll plant that and see what it does. Dill, I'm torn on dill. Obviously I'll grow it for pickles, but I like the flowers. They're pretty, they're yellow, they're super cute. To me, they have a strong scent, and so I didn't add any in any bouquets that were for other people, like to sell this year, because I didn't want that to be a turnoff. I may try adding some in some farmer market bouquets, because then like they can buy it or don't buy it, you know. Anyway, cilantro, I liked using it when it flowered. I didn't like using it green, too wilty. Parsley, I'm gonna need some more for sure. I don't know if this has made it into videos on YouTube or not, but I love parsley flowers. They're amazing. Just realized my new wind chime is going crazy. So if you can hear that and it bothers you, I'm sorry. If you can hear it and you love it like I do, you're welcome. Basil, I have a whole bunch of basil, so I got plenty of that. I don't need to buy any. I don't know if I want to use it or not, but I have it. I've got a ton. And this random pack of blue wheat. It's a few years old. Maybe I'll plant some of that. It might be cute. One thing I don't need to order is cress. I've ordered a bunch of cress because I loved it. Most of these are new packets that I've already ordered for this year. All kinds. Curled, wrinkled, crinkled, upland, pennycress, wrinkled, crinkled again, wrinkled, crinkled, pennycress, emerald beads. Love cress. Love it. And you have to succession sow it, so that's why I have so much. Old pack of mint that I've used that I like. Catnip. I need to get some mint going over by the pigs anyway because it'll turn into a weed. I love using it and I just want it basically all over the property, and it'll do that if you don't put it in a bed. It'll take over. White mignonette. I'm so excited about that. I may try and find a picture. I probably won't. It's like this white feathery beautiful thing that I love. I've never grown it, but the pictures are so pretty. That's what I like. Straw flower. I had already done some good ordering of straw flower, so I think we're set there. What I'm missing is I tried to plant a lot of this silvery rose that's from Flutterbee. I love your Instagram, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. I planted some, but didn't have time, and so I might look for some more of that. But otherwise, I've got lots of the pretty straw colors. Purple red, copper red, creamy white, raspberry rose. Could be so pretty. I said I wasn't going to do varieties for the 16th time. Whatever. This is wild purple echinacea. I have actually got a couple different companies' packets in here. Love that stuff. Don't have any of it going at my house, but I do have it in the native prairie field. I need to shop for some Rudbeckia. This is just a couple varieties and I want more. Calendula. We've got a few packs. Don't need to do any more shopping. Didn't love calendula. We'll probably still grow it. Didn't love it. I've got a little bitty cute African daisy mix. And then a Shasta daisy. I've got a few of those going in the garden, but I can never have enough daisies. That's my wedding flower, and I love it. I have a few to try carnations. I grew, I don't think it made it into a video, but I grew one little sad carnation this year, and I loved it. Actually weeded them down and then was like, oh wait, there was one growing, stop, save it. Anyway, we'll try those, give them a go. These are my zinnia seeds. I just dropped a couple. There we go. These are my zinnia seeds. I actually need to do some shopping because this doesn't, so several of these packets are old, and then some of them don't hit all the colors that I want. And also I didn't love zinnias this last year. Mine didn't hold up well. I think it's my well water. So I've got some solutions for that, so I'm not going to give up on the zinnias. Obviously it was 1 year that they didn't do well. The year before they did super amazing. They'd last for like 2 weeks in the vase. This last year they just weren't lasting. So I've got a couple solutions for that. I'm going to do some shopping. This isn't enough zinnias. Isn't that sad? Sunflowers, this is enough. So I want to plant 100 a week for about 4 months, which would be about 1,600. This is a little more than 1,600 seeds. But I was flipping through and like saw some gaps in color that I may try and fill. Plus, they're not all going to come up, so really I need to start, I'm going to do 128 trays, you know, so it's not quite enough, so I'll do a little bit more sunflower seed shopping. My last little nuggets are these Lisianthus, which I've never tried to grow, but are apparently very hard to grow, but they're also very beautiful. I actually had 2 this last year that my neighbor gave me as started plants, and they were amazing. So that kind of got me hooked and is the reason I bought seeds. And then I have some asters, which I've never grown, but I want to. They look pretty. And then I've got one little pack of dahlia seeds, dahlia seeds, whatever, which I've got a bunch of tubers coming, and in the future I'd like to save seeds, but why not start some of these if I have the time. So those are the seeds I have. I probably took longer going through those than I meant to, but I'm going to organize these into, so some of these you start early in the year and plant out first thing, or even several weeks before you have a frost. Others you cannot plant out until after you have a frost. So I need to, it's helpful for me to organize my boxes so that I don't get to June and be like, oh, here's my straw flower seeds, because I have like that much going on with a full-time job and 2 kids and flowers and pigs and chickens and cows that would happen. So I'm going to try and get these as organized as I can, but at least I've got them separated out. And I'm, like I said, I'm already seeing some gaps. I'll do some more ordering. Darn. I did have a couple packets that were just part of a mystery seed bundle that I have absolutely zero interest in. One is a delphinium and one is a digitalis or foxglove. Zero interest. Don't know how to grow them. Don't want to learn how. this year, maybe in a few years, maybe. Anyway, I have another flower farmer friend in the area, and I will give these to her. And if she doesn't want to grow them, then she can throw them out. So once I got everything organized, it's actually pretty easy to contain. So I have this little box that you can get at craft stores. I think it was maybe Michael's that I ordered it from when it was on sale last year. I think it's designed to hold photos. My mom had something very similar when we would scrapbook all the time. But you just pull out this thing. So like this one is all of my straw flower seeds, and last year I tried to get everything to fit in this container, so I just packed, this would be like straw flower and Rudbeckia, but this year I kept it to just one variety per container, so it's a lot easier to look through. And so of course everything wouldn't fit because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, there's 16. I have a lot more than that. So I got this little box at a local mercantile, and I didn't need it. But it was cute and it was half off, and that's how you run a profitable business, right? You just buy things when they're cute and half off. Anyway, it just has these 3 divided sections. So I was able to put sunflowers in the front, zinnias over to one side, and then this section over here has got a lot of the stuff that just had 1 or 2 envelopes per. So I put them all in containers. This will be easier for me to go through and write down. I can just pull a container and write, pull out this box and write stuff down, and then I will work on making some better dividers for this side that has a bunch of variety of stuff. But I'm pretty pleased with that. My flower seeds are fitting in 2 boxes now. My vegetable seeds are in that box you already saw. That's fairly disorganized, but 3 boxes. So this is the finished product: cut flower seeds, veggie seeds, seed starting trays, and then these are my garden seeds. So mostly those sunflowers I talked about, and a couple other trailing vines and things that I'll put throughout the garden. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for a minute. This is what I'm doing today, and it's been super relaxing. Let me give you my favorite coffee recipe. Cold brew coffee is my favorite way to go. I like hot coffee, but I also like cold coffee. But the best thing about cold brew coffee is that you don't have to do anything in the morning. I'm really the only one who drinks coffee in my house, so like a 12-cup coffee pot is not really in the works. Plus it doesn't taste that good. So I fill up a cold brew pitcher and I just dump it in my cup in the morning, and then we get raw milk from a farm about 20 minutes away. And actually that's shifting this winter. That farm that I usually go to is drying off their cows for the winter, and I found another girl who actually works in the same town I do and can bring it like to my work. It's amazing. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited. Anyway, cold brew coffee, raw milk. It's amazingly delicious, especially if you find a coffee you really like. And then I also I bought a bottle of the coffee shop frosted mint syrup. So on days where I wish I spent $4 on coffee, but I'm in a hurry, I still feel fancy. You didn't ask for my coffee recipe, but there it is. Thank you so much for putting up with me, for hanging out with me. Let me know in the comments what kind of flowers you're excited about. Any of these that I mentioned that you have any experience with, like I would covet your information, or your feedback. If there's something you think I ought to grow or that you're growing that you're really excited about, just tell me about it. I love chatting with you in the comments. That was so fun to do on my tulip video, so I really appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.